The wait is finally over. After an 82-game regular season, the real season starts now. The Heat begin the road for a three-peat against a Charlotte team hungry to spoil the party. It's the Heat and Bobcats, Game 1, right now.
11.
The road to another championship begins against a team Miami has absolutely dominated of late. How dominant, you ask? Well, since the Big Three was put together, Miami is 15-0 against the Bobcats. I repeat, 15 straight wins. That is the definition of domination. With stats like that, it's no surprise that many expect the defending champs to roll, possibly sweep this series. But if you think Miami expects that, think again. They have nothing but respect for a Bobcats team that finished the season with a 7-1 record in its final 8 games and 16 wins in the final 22 overall.
Playoffs are always a fresh start. No offense to the Bucks last year, but we feel that this is better competition.
One reason for concern for the Heat is a big reason, really big. As in Charlotte center, Al Jefferson. He averaged 26 points, 13 rebounds per game in his final 10 games of the season. He also had a 38-point, 19-rebound game against Miami this season. But he can't do it alone. And despite those gaudy numbers, again, remember the Bobcats haven't beaten the Heat with LeBron in a Miami uniform. And oh yeah, there is that guy, LeBron James. He enters the series after a week of much-needed rest, joined by Chris Bosh, who also got needed time off, and Dwayne Wade, who benefited from a season-long maintenance plan. The one question Miami needs to answer this postseason is who in the other group of players will step up. It's been a staple of Heat championship basketball. The process to getting that answer starts today. And after an up-and-down regular season, none of that matters now, because this team knows they'll be judged by one thing, and one thing alone: the playoffs, and whether it ends with another championship run.
Why do we love having LeBron James in Miami? Sure, we love the monster dunks, the championship trophies, and the parades down Biscayne Boulevard, but we also love that on any ordinary night, we can see something magical. Any night like March 3rd.
The first 60-point game in Miami Heat history.
It was a Monday, the last of a 4-game homestand before the Heat headed west for a road trip. It was also the last time the Heat played the Bobcats in the regular season.
You know, it felt like I had a golf ball thrown into the ocean.
Wearing that now famous mask to protect his broken nose, James scored 11 points in the first quarter. He followed that with another hot stanza, scoring 13 in the second to take a 24-point first half into the locker room. But when he came out to start the second half, that's when things got a little crazy.
With D-Wade, when I walked out of the locker room in the third quarter, he said, "You better get 40." And I had 40 when he came to sit back down in the third quarter.
LeBron made every three-pointer he took in the third quarter, all 5 of them. He made 9 out of 11 shots overall, and he scored 25 points in that period alone.
Phenomenal, amazing, stupendous, immaculate. That's Wilt Chamberlain-esque. That's pretty amazing.
Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra says he almost took James out of the game after the third quarter. It's a good thing he didn't. LeBron scored 12 more points in the fourth, and Spoelstra even admitted he found himself watching the show.
Once he got it going and the rim looked like an ocean, he was looking at his option first, second, and third. And, that was a special performance.
The final tally, an astounding 61 points, a new career high, a new Heat record, and a night LeBron will certainly never forget.
For me to be able to do it with a group of guys that I just will do anything for means more than means so much. You know, these guys are really true brothers of mine, and to be able to have accomplishments like that, in front of my brothers, man, it means so much.
And you can bet it will be fresh in the Bobcats' minds throughout this first-round series.
We have a clean slate right now. Our guys have a good perspective about it. They're looking forward to playing against a very good opponent. They love this time of year. And that's what I hope. I hope the competition will bring out another level in us. And that's what Charlotte is. They're good competition.
I really think he's not only part of the key to the game, he's part of the key to this series, getting that flow back with the other guys in the offense.
No doubt about it. As much as we talk about LeBron, the Heat are not going to win a championship without a healthy Dwayne Wade, period. It's just a fact. And he has looked healthy since he's come back. They've been getting him bumping up the minutes a little bit, and the shooting numbers look good the first game. That doesn't matter. How has he looked? He's got the spry in his step, and I think that's what you're looking at.
I think we'll be watching that today. I talked a little bit when we saw him warming up earlier about the fact that he was, benched, inactive at times, did not play. And now Clay, he's a real force starting against Al Jefferson. He's going to have a challenge, though.
I told you last week, I think he's the third most important player to this team right now. And it's not just what he gives you on the floor. It's the heart. It's the energy. And guys feed off of that.